Hey guys, TekGeekHD here again with another video, and today I have the review of these earphones, the Noontec Rio S. Now that is what they're called. It's a little bit of a strange name, of course, I understand, but Noontec is a company that I hadn't heard of until they reached out to me and asked me to review these earphones. These are their new in-ear monitors. They make a couple of sets of over-the-ear and on-ear headphones, which again I hadn't heard of until they contacted me, but I did a little bit of research, and fellow YouTuber and rather well-known audiophile in at least the YouTube community game, Quinn Nelson from That Snazzy iPhone Guy, had actually done a review a couple years ago of a set of headphones from this company called Noontec, and they were priced relatively similar to the Beats by Dr. Dre Solos, but actually sounded much, much better than he expected. And so I had pretty high hopes for these in-ear monitors, thinking that from a company that isn't as well known as a lot of people might imagine, they actually do produce a pretty decent sound quality for the price that they come at. And I'm happy to report that this is absolutely true. Now I have had these earphones for a couple weeks now. I think it's been about 2 weeks, and I've been listening to them non-stop every day. In fact, I don't know if I have a picture, but if I do, I'll probably throw it in somewhere here. I actually spent the first 2 days, I kept them running off of my iPhone just through the day, just to have the burn-in time go through quicker so I could get straight to testing them, which understandably is not the correct way to do this, because you need to try it with a lot of different tracks and actually listen to the music and see what parts are burning in better than the others, switch to more bassier tracks, switch to more treble-focused tracks, but regardless, that's what I did, and then I got to listening to these earphones every single day. So I start my day at 7 a.m. when I wake up, and I walk a mile to the closest gym, and I go there with a friend, and I use these to walk all the way there. Admittedly, they're not the best for running with when you're on the treadmill, and so I often take them off because they're not made for that. These are not meant to stay plugged into your ears during physical activity. That being said, they can be used for it, so long as you find the right earbud or the right ear tip size, and they do include a couple different sizes in the box, which is really nice. But overall, they actually feel very nice in the hand. I apologize for the police siren in the background. They decide to do this every time I film, but hopefully you guys can still hear me over that. They actually feel very nice in the hand. They feel, now of course this isn't a cell phone that you're going to be using it in your hand, but they actually feel very high quality. Now I believe they are made out of plastic, but they have a certain heft to them that makes them feel a lot more premium than they actually probably are. That being said, they're not extremely cheap. They come at a price of $60 on Amazon, and I will drop a link in the description below. They come in a couple different colors. I got this purple color, which I think actually looks very nice. But they do also have a couple other colors. Now, in terms of controls, they have an inline one-button remote, which is just for play and pause. You know, skip to the next track, skip back, answer, and you know, end calls. And it also does have a microphone on here. And the microphone is decent quality. It's not great. It's basically what you would expect out of just about any earphones. It's not a dedicated microphone, of course, but let's just get to the most important part, the sound quality for the $60 that you pay. Are these really worth the upgrade from your regular Apple earbuds is the question you should be asking yourself, because these are not something that you would switch to from a higher-end Bose or Sennheiser in-ear setup. These are earphones that you graduate to after maybe using a set of JBL earphones after you got your earpods with your iPhone and you found those JBLs lying around and you thought you would use them. This is a step up from there. They feel nice, and coming on to the sound quality, I think that they're worth their price, and that's probably the best way I can put it, especially because they're at a price where it's not very expensive, but it's not a low-end earphone, and that's kind of how I would describe these earphones. They have a really nice low end, but it did take a while for that to become more apparent to me. I listen to a lot of electronic music and a lot of music that involves a very, very large amount of deeper tones and bass while listening to music. And these are not bassy earphones. They have a good bass reproduction, but they're not pounding in your ears to the point where sometimes I can safely say that the bass sounds a little bit underwhelming. The mids also are. The mids are actually a very different story. The mids are very full. They sound very vibrant, if that's a good way for me to describe it. You can hear basically all the sounds coming at you. There's no distortion. There's no muddiness in the mids, which is often seen in a lot of earphones. The earpods included, of course. But the higher you go in terms of your sound stage, if you get up to the crisper, sharper trebles, that's where these earphones really shine. They have a much better responsiveness when it comes to high-pitched sounds as compared to the low end. And so they do tend to sound a little bit cooler. They don't have as warm of a soundstage as I would like, and that's my personal opinion. I actually believe I prefer a warmer soundstage, but the Noontec Rio S earphones tend to produce something a little bit more favoring the higher end of the soundstage spectrum. Yeah, that is really all that I have to say about the Noontec Rio S earphones. Are they worth the $60? I would think so, unless you're an absolute diehard bass fan. Would I spend my $60 on these? Probably not, because I'm more of a bass listener. They have good bass. It's not great. You're gonna like it if you're a normal human being. If you prefer something a little bit heavier, a little bit punchier, these are not your earphones. I'm going to try and see if I can find another set of earphones that would suit a more deep and warm soundstage like I prefer, and maybe get a review out for you guys of something like that. If you guys would like to see another earphone or headphone review, drop it down there in the comment section below. If you guys have any video recommendations, leave them down there in the comment section. I'm always checking my comments. I'm replying to as many as have the little reply button available. A lot of you just don't for some reason. I think it's probably because you're commenting off of your Google Plus page, but I'm not entirely sure. Leave any suggestions. If you like the video, like it. If you hate the video, dislike it. If you guys would like to see more videos, hit the little subscribe button. That would be very helpful to the channel. And that's about it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know what you think of these earphones if you pick them up. If you have a different opinion on them, drop it down in the comment section. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.